Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom.
Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Skolante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. But before we go into it, let me quickly urge you to subscribe to my channel. If you have not done that, click the notification icon so anytime I drop a video, you will be notified, and like the video as well as sharing the video. All right, my people, we are now moving to the first story. The story that we will be attending today is from the Twitter handle of our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, the activities within the 24 hours. But this one is actually the 24 hours tweets. So we start from here, and it reads: Nigeria etigo akana tipa buaja, Finland awugo hanala ndiala come to Finland now. Can well okbo maybe on idiots. So he actually responded to that General Musa that went to the House of Assembly, where he said that Simon Ekpa has been sabotaging their efforts. So you know that they actually requested for the diplomats, the terrorist country diplomats, to consult or come to meet with the Finnish government to discuss about their citizen being our prime minister, and which Simon is telling us that it happened, and Finnish government responded to them in the manner that they did not like. So, and he actually made it known to us in the fundraising yesterday, and we were very excited. So Finland is solidly behind our prime minister and Biafra. Remember that this Finland was a very big help to Biafrans during the 1967 to 70 genocide. But the problem that we had that time was most of them could not penetrate the blockade, So it's amazing that we have Simon Ekpa in Finland. So they are our very, very good allies. So we move over to the next story. I will be bringing to you important stories so that we will be faster. Now this one is, he pronounced in his State of the Nation, he pronounced the agreement that they came as a government to now have the Biafra name to be the United States of Biafra, because there are now additional states from the people that they call so-called South that are joining. And he said that they joined by themselves. It's no longer the one that they will say they were forced. So see another story. This story, I will play the video and so that you can hear what happened. This happened in Cameroon, I think in Ambazonia, the South Cameroon, right, where the Nollywood actor went. This is where the name is Sylvester Mado. You can know this guy that normally adds action or using gun. He uses gun or bodyguard, something like that in Nigerian movie. Okay, he knows how to do that very well. So after warning JJ Okocha not to go, he went, and because of that, in the course of that, they lost 3 people, and I think he was saved, but 3 people died. So I will play the video right now so that you hear it briefly.
Mr. Madu, aka Mr. Rambo, and tomorrow, 7 p.m., I'm going to be at Big G. Guys, let's truly we'll enjoy ourselves. Alright? I'll see you guys there. Don't be left out.
Okay, so that's all I want you to hear. The cries and all that shows the people that died during this event that he wanted to go, and he went actually, and this thing happened. So sometimes when you'll be telling people beware of going to so place, these people are fighting for their freedom. Don't encroach into what they are doing. But some people don't hear. When you will be telling them, they will be talking another thing. All right, moving over to the next story. You see, breaking. This is a story concerning what is happening in Igbo land between, not even between, but actually to Matthias, a guy that he says he does traditional worship, and nobody is actually disturbing him with his traditional worship. But this guy goes about insulting Christians, insulting men of God. He had been doing this thing for years. Men of God, they don't like to engage such a person because he's actually a nobody. Okay? He came from nowhere and he will be insulting people. If you want to worship whatever we want to worship, I believe you do it. Preach it to people, no problem, but don't insult other people's own, right? Now, even if you are insulting, don't call names, but he does everything. Now, he insults Jesus, but he cannot insult Muhammad, Islamic own, because they are afraid of them, you see. So he insults Christians and all that. So somebody got him arrested for defamation of character because he had been calling a lot of people's name, including Mbaka, Jeremiah, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, Ebukobi, many of these men of God. Many times I hear people saying that these people are not men of God, they are men of Satan, that they like traditional. But they have not called all those their native doctors that are doing their own traditional. How many of the native doctors are true native, are doing good thing? So people are always hitting on Christians. When a man of God does evil, right, or something that is not good, talk about that act. Don't go into personality or generalizing that all men of God, there is no good man of God in Nigeria. If you say there is no good man of God in Nigeria, so let me ask you, is everybody in Nigeria a bad man of God? So which means all the ones that are supporting Biafra are still bad men of God. Because if a man of God supports Biafra today, we count him as a good one, like Mbaka and some other ones. But tomorrow, you say all of them are bad. So I don't understand the yardstick so many people used to measure these things. But anyway, Simon Ekpa, because of this thing, now came, based on the information he got, he thinks that Ebukobi is the one that got this guy arrested, and he now gave him 3 days to release Matthias, or else he will be banned from Biafra. Okay, but one thing that our PM does not know is that I've heard that Ebukobi did not do that. So he is not the one that got this guy arrested. And knowing that this guy had already insulted a lot of men of God and so many other people, we don't know the one that got him arrested. So I don't think that this should be what we'll be doing in Biafra restoration, because this is bringing division to us. If we want to talk about religion, let us not be dividing each other. Let us hit the point direct, as PM has been doing it, but I know people have been pushing him to make some of this mistake of talking against Christianity and all that. Okay, so but anyways, I believe that he will have the wisdom to deal with all these things. Moving over to the next story. In this story now is about the naval wing of Biafran forces. The Dragon Fighters Marine has related the attack on the Black Marine, neutralized Cameroon terrorist military, bombed their gunboats, and retained control of oil quarters. So now is now calling on the expatriates to stay away from that, location. So previously the Cameroonian forces came and fought. I think they disposed kind of the marine fighters, and they now had a kind of help from other backup, and they came and pursued. So it's kind of a fight to gain that territory, the Bakassi territory and the oil there. So our people are now taking control of that place right now. Moving over to the next news, and this one is Simon saying that it took Biafran Navy 24 hours to recapture the quarters. This is the one that we just read. Okay, he's now explaining it further. We are calling on Cameroon, as in Cameroon people, to pull out their terrorist army from Bakassi immediately, or we will expand our offensive and defense of Bakassi. So this is the news here, where they say retains control of oil water in Idebato. Militant group Dragon Fighters Marine have blown away militant gunboats belonging to Cameroonian forces, the Rapid Intervention Battalion BIR in Idebato subdivision of Bakassi Peninsula. The group reportedly stormed Atabong East on Sunday morning, 24 hours after Cameroon elite military unit launched retaliatory attack on the Black Marine militants to regain control of oil waters hours after reinforcements. Yes, it was a reinforcement that helped to pursue away the terrorist Cameroon. 2 soldiers were reportedly killed during the explosion, while several others sustained injury. Dragon Fighter Marine and Black Marine, 2 deadly groups, are said to be an armed wing of the Biafra Nations League (BNL), although the BNL group have not openly aligned itself with the militants. Simon Ekpa, Finland-based Biafra separatist, described the groups as Biafran Navy. It is believed that the groups are receiving aid from Ekpa in Finland. I like this one, giving them woto as they hot. So this one is moving over to this one. Okay, he now says of Haneze, by the time Biafrans start serving the members of Ohaneze Upper Court, I hope nobody will say Igbos are doing this and that to themselves. Speaking in an interview with The Punch, the Secretary General of Ohaneze, Ambassador Oke Umuche, said Ohaneze welcomed Generals Musa's proposition on federal government to engage the Finnish government and possibly invite its ambassador to Nigeria over the activities of the agitator who has been enjoying from their protection, Omuchai said, the federal government has diplomatic relationship with Finland. They, being Finland, have an embassy in Abuja. And that diplomatic channel is what Ohaneze is asking to be activated. Ohaneze is very pleased that the Chief of Defense Staff made a public pronouncement on the matter of Simon Ekpa, and we are happy with it. So these criminal Ohaneze are saying that they are happy for what Musa said. See, slaves are supporting their masters. Terrible, terrible. So this is all we have from Simon Ekpa's story. Let me show you a story from Rouse, very important one. Okay, see a story. It says, you see, this is why Nigerians are angry. Okay, basically, these are bandits. Okay, or not, they call them bandits. These are terrorists. Look at them. Okay, you can see them. These are terrorists that operate in the north. But do you know what? This government, the terrorist Nigerian government, they don't care about these terrorists. This Boko Haram and ISWAP, they don't care about them because those people are their agenda to Islamize the whole Nigeria. See them as they are, okay? They call them bandits. Can you imagine these people bandits? Okay, see what they did. Let me read it for you. Bandits believed to have been led by notorious commander Damina. Listen, have killed a resident and adopted 100 others in a community in Zamfara. How can they adopt 100 people and no military, nothing? They could not go after them, but they will come in Biafra land. It's terrible. These people. If you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe. Press the notification bell so anytime I drop a video, you'll be notified. And also give a thumbs up and share it accordingly as well. Until I come your way, have a blessed day. Shut up.